Hi, I'm Mike Basinger, Fantasy Realm Productions. Some of you may know me as my YouTube username, MBasinger99, and I'm here to talk to you today about Resident Evil Deception. Resident Evil Deception is the sequel to Resident Evil The Beginning. Premise of the movie was, it's like number 3, video game 3, with a little twist of no Nikolai, none of them, none of, Carlos. We're going to replace Carlos with Chris Redfield, because apparently there's been a big demand for Chris Redfield. So I was going to try and squeeze Chris in there just for you guys, because, well, that's what's been demanded. So I had the actor lined up for Chris, and I had this great storyline, and everything's going great. So pretty much the whole story starts off at Jay's bar, like in Resident Evil Outbreak. Starts off in the bar, and, hell breaks loose. Jill's there, Barry's there, everything, goes to hell. They make their way through the city, meet up with Chris and Brad, and, and make their way to Umbrella Warehouse, which we have a nice warehouse. We have a nice warehouse for that. And, well, they go there, and, of course, Nemesis and everything else, like the third game. But there's a problem. The problem is that, well, everything was going great, right? My actors, a well-balanced script, everything was going good. Everything was going my way, from locations, props, costumes, But the problem being, first off, Brad. Brad says he's committed. I believe him. Right. Greg Peer, actor playing Brad, says he's committed, but the problem is his school. So, I want to get him till March now. We had one scene that we filmed with him, and then we tried to do another scene, which was his death, from Nemesis, but the scene didn't come out that great. So we were going to, re-scrap it and restart it because I didn't like it. And we didn't have a location at the time. We were supposed to film it at the warehouse, but they had a banquet going on or a party, something going on, so we couldn't do it there. So that's neither here nor there at the moment. So we have until March, so it puts us behind, which is okay, because I can get the other scenes done, right? Problem 2. Actor playing Chris has bailed. Says he can't do it. Told me he was doing it, but now he says he can't. So I had this well-balanced script, which is now off-balance. So I thought, okay, I can rearrange some things. I can eliminate Chris, which I know that would upset a lot of people, because a lot of people requested Chris, and I was going to deliver Chris. Looked the part, we had the costume, everything was great, as you've seen in a couple of my trailers. But no Chris. It's like, okay, this is going to make things difficult. I have to work with it. And then, actor playing Barry. He hasn't left. He's still committed to the project, but due to the economic crisis and jobs that are hard to get everywhere now, he was unemployed and he had to get a job, which is not a big deal, Problem was, his new job he got required him to shave and get this haircut. So now Barry is now facial hairless, which is not Barry. Barry is the beard, so, which is going to hold up a lot of continuity errors if I still decide to keep him as Barry, because we filmed quite a few scenes with Barry. Which means now, because of that shave, those scenes are now useless, which I will go over that with you in a minute. So now, pretty much my script is useless, which means I have to start all over. Now, there's some scenes I did, which are still good, but now I've got a few scenes, with the lack of Chris, Barry, now. I'm going to be putting them up here real soon for you guys to see. I think they're great. So I'll be putting that up, along with a couple of computer interface segments I'll be putting up that Chris had to deal with, which I kind of replicated a lot of the computer interface scenes, like in Umbrella Chronicles, where you see Wesker on the computer, and I replicated those pretty damn well. But at this point, they're kind of useless. I'm trying to find a way to put them in, but I'm going to throw it up anyways for you guys to check out. But, yeah, so between Brad, his lack of time, Chris, Now, Barry to Barry with no hair, facial hair, it's a problem. So, I've come up with an idea. I have to run this by the actor, Josh Kimlin, playing Barry. We're going to make Barry, or Josh, instead of Barry, we're going to make him Nikolai. At least as best as we can. Hopefully. Hopefully his Russian accent's pretty good. But, no, we're going to make him Nikolai. Hopefully. If all goes well. And we're still going to put up the movie, but the problem is now it's going to be delayed even longer. So I originally had an estimated date of May, June, but that's gone out the window now. And we originally started this project last April. We're almost approaching a year now working on this. I don't want to, just up and abandon the project because, well, we put too much effort and money. So, I want your guys' opinion yet again. The idea, new premises I have is it's still going to start off, or still going to be like Video Game 3. I'm going to add a little bit of some of the Outbreak to it, and incorporate a little bit of Outbreak and some of the other games to it. Still going to stay true to the story as best I can. But now, there's no Chris. I'm sorry. Chris is gone. No more Chris. For those of you who have been waiting and anticipating Chris, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I tried my best, but he's gone. Sorry. I'm going to eliminate, I think at this point I'm going to eliminate my characters, or my character, Officer Chad Wilkins. So, try to play a different character. I'm going to see if I can get the costume to try and resemble Raccoon's cop uniform. I can't guarantee that. But a lot of things are changing up. Again, I'm going to try and put Nikolai in it. Some people have been requesting, is Nikolai going to be in it? Originally, we no. Maybe this time. If I can't find a specific character for the actor who played Barry, if I can't find something for him, because I don't want Jill to be alone. And I can't get Carlos, because I don't want to be Carlos. So it's a lack of actors, characters, lack of actors looking certain parts. So if anyone's got any ideas of how to add on the initial premise of Resident Evil 3, the game, the storyline for that, if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. I'm open to them at this moment. I need to write a new script. Add in another side character to, I'll try and play with your ideas, but that's the status right now. So pretty much it's canceled / postponed. At this moment it is canceled, but nonetheless it's more or less postponed. So again, I'm going to be putting up a lot of the scenes we weren't able to do. Put them up for you guys. Check them out. Tell me what you think. Put a lot of effort into them. And I will be putting up a segment that we started called Bradcam. Bradcam is actor playing Bradley doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, which we have an hour's worth of footage just for one night. So I'm actually going to put that all up. I don't want to edit it, but here is a small sneak peek.
It's a very Bradley Christmas, and everyone invited. It's a very Bradley Christmas, and all is here to...
So that's pretty much it. It's about an hour's worth of that and some behind-the-scenes stuff. So don't want to edit it. I want to put the whole thing up, 6 parts. So tell me what you guys think, all right?